Check it out. That's the so-called castle that Richard Hoagland swear and maintain that that thing is floating 9 miles above the moon's surface. I can prove that that's not true. That thing is attached to the moon. Look, it's there. Check this out. This thing is all, it looks to me like glass, but it's not. It's some other type of material that has been transformed by those electromagnetic vehicles, exactly as Dr. Bergrum explained in his book. I mean, it's just, anybody that has read the book or watched this conference doesn't, is suffering from I don't know what. The guy showed an astronaut imitation, not only an astronaut imitation, a lunar lander that turned into some bizarre something that looked like a coral tree. A tree made out of coral, but it's not, the texture is, I know now what it is. It's all geometry, exactly like you say. Everything there is made with geometrical patterns. I know now what the geometry is. Maybe Dr. Bergman knew it too, I don't know. He just didn't want to sound, or religious or something, but that has nothing to do with religion, nothing. Now I know that God doesn't care about religion. It's all about who you are as a correct human. We just, our mind has been so depleted and now so manipulated and twisted that we have become tunnel vision. We only see one thing, we don't look at the panoramic view. On top of that, we don't see, none of these investigators look at up close what this is. What is the relation with the surrounding. See, look, the picture is dark right now. Let me brighten it up. You see why I'm saying that this thing is not floating above the moon, period. So check this out. See, the back side is attached to the moon. Everything there, nothing is freestanding. It's all protruding from the ground up. Yes, there are some things floating, but they're not floating. They're attached to everything else through some kind of translucent structure that permeates through the entire solar system. I can prove it. It's on all these images have that. See, you think that this thing has some kind of tube that goes like that, that is, yeah, there is a geometry sort of like that, but it's none of that. It's a trick that NASA play. I mean, they tamper the images with 9 different methods, methodically tamper. But you can see the back side is all attached to that thing, and it's not even a freaking castle. He called it a castle, but it's not any of that. What this is all the same geometrical pattern of hands. See, look how It's all the same thing, a hand holding some kind of cylinder. And look, this thing is on the back side. You can see the extensions where that deal is. See, you can see the same geometrical pattern, fingernails, fingers. I mean, if what I'm saying is not correct, how come the geometry matches? Perfect. That's not a dog or a reptile, and that's what it is. It's the shape of a freaking hand. See, look, this is a freaking finger. That's the fingernail. Oops. Shit. It's difficult to do drawing with a mouse. Look. One finger, that's another finger right there. That's another finger. Even the knuckles are super perfect. I mean, this thing is not made to look like it is what it is. And then you have, it's so perfect that no matter how you look at it, the thing matches. The hand comes from the left and from the right. I mean, it's something that, like I said, only a guy could do that kind of trick. And the scale is just insane. I mean, not a single inch in this moon has been spared. Look at this part right here. And it keeps repeating like a fractal. Exactly like one of the guys that made a comment there, it was correct. It's a fractal. You can see most of the time, what you can see is the fingers, individual fingers sticking out, and the fingernail, which is the bright part on all of it. This is incredible, man. And only that, but every part of them makes a huge hand. All of it is just the same thing. The sum of its parts makes a whole. A huge ass hand. And the entire moon, if you look at a faraway picture, you see the moon is grabbed by a huge ass hand. And the same thing is on Earth, it's on Mars, it's on Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, all of it. Pluto, all of them. Asteroids, comets, they all have the exact same thing. It doesn't miss one bit. That is difficult for somebody that has stuck in his head an alien equation. Well, I was one of them. For 15 years, I believe that too. Oh, that's a reptilian deal. I said, no, man. You ain't gonna have no freaking reptilian anything doing hands everywhere. That is absurd. I would have to be obsessive compulsive as an alien. So that's the problem that I realized when I finally decode the shape, the geometry. I mean, if you look at the picture with my own telescope, I saw all these holes everywhere. They didn't look like impact craters at all. They all match. Not only one or two, but 10 of them. Oh, golly, how the heck? That's impossible. All these meteors fell at the same place. I mean, in different places, but the same diameter and depth. No, no way. And then the larger ones are all geometrical. Square, round. I mean, not round, hexagonal, rounded. It's hexagonal, but with round corners. Oh, come on, man. There is no way that all these meteors, and then none of them is deeper. The depth is about 3 miles at the most. 2-3 miles at the most. No matter how large the impact, I mean, it's impossible. Like that one right there. Look. You tell me what kind of impact crater will look like that. And it has some kind of glassy, it looks like a glass design on top of it, and the glass is just covered the whole area, in and out of that rim. Look at that. I mean, you have to be really stupid, man, or very ignorant not to realize that any of this could be an impact crater. Usually an impact crater, we have a center deal here, and then a striation from ejecta material. And not a perfect rim like that with a hexagonal shape. See, it really is like that, roundish. When you look at all these planets and asteroids and moons, they all have the exact same thing. Really, all those asteroids did that, all of them, really. But then when you see the deal, look, hexagonal, pam, 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 pam. Then you see in a lot of them, then the next one is like that. And the next one like that. I mean, that is just impossible. And you got all these meteors that were falling one next to the other, making this ring perfectly like that, hexagonal, really. I mean, then you see this, I mean, this is design, man. This is all design. Like I discovered all this, and then the shape, when you really, really look at it, as a hand. It's a finger with a nail, and the nail is the shiny part, bright, or dull. Usually it's like that, dull looking but brighter. Like this one right here, look at that. A finger. The next one, the same thing. And they become one, but the picture has been blurred to death. Look how they blur the heck out of this piece right here. Look, all blurred right there. This part right here is all blurred. Well, what was there that they didn't want you to see it? The same thing here. All this is blurred. There's designs there, but this blur you can see it because they damaged the image really good. See, look how this shit was blurred to death. Selectively blurred, really. I mean, if the whole thing in big pieces was blurred somehow, you would, well, maybe, but no. This is selectively. Then you see crispy parts. There's no way, man. There is no way. And then look at this.